Once upon a time, there was a thriving city on the edge of a vast ocean, built entirely with LEGO bricks. Minifigs came from every part of the universe, seeking fame, fortune, and the opportunity to build something for themselves. And build they did. They called it MonoTown, named after the soaring monorails that crisscross the city skies. Slowly, it began. Rising temperatures led to unusually hot summers and warmer winters, reports of floods and crop failures, retreating polar ice caps. The planet was changing, and maybe dying. Experts and computer models agreed sea levels would rise and the world would never be the same again. The city, it seemed, was doomed. There is always a choice. They could abandon their city, or they could fight back, and fight back they did. MonoTown would stand against all of the rage and destruction that Mother Nature could muster. They would build the largest seawall the world had ever seen to protect them from the rising tides. It would take years, thousands of minifigs, and an incalculable amount of money, but they would save their city and their way of life. Join us to continue the journey of MonoTown, the last coastal LEGO city. City builds, sorting LEGO bricks, official LEGO set builds, and my own creations. All of it streamed live right here on Twitch. Welcome to MonoTownTV. What we're trying to do is build a shared story of heroes, villains, triumphs, and failures. We are building to support children in Lebanon. Welcome, viewers near and far. Thursday night here in Scotland, MonoTownTV HQ. And this is not just a normal night. Oh, guys, don't really know what happened there. We've got a bunch of alarms going off.
Within any electrical circuit, there is resistance.
So far, the MonoTown mainframe has been the main target of these attacks. It's the last coastal LEGO city fighting for survival. With me right now is Maz, hailing all the way from Scotland, and I'm told it's your birthday today. How old are you? It's a story that's constantly evolving, and we never really know where it's headed next. That thing is heavy.
The recent statement released by the so-called Factor faction is as disturbing as it is nonsensical.
The MonoTown Exchange, one of the largest stock markets in the world, is now opened to foreign direct investment. But we are prepared. Look, we're representing. You will not want to miss Sunday's stream. Good evening, everyone. Tuesday night here in Scotland, MonoTown Broadcasting Studios HQ. We are very proud of ourselves tonight. It's not going to sound like a big deal to all of you, but it's a big deal for us. And that is, not 15 minutes before we started
streaming, before we hit the go live button, we were notified by OBS that there was a new version of software out to install. And I'm about to sneeze, actually. There's nothing we love more in the world than upgrading to new software. And the changelog was so tasty. It had new features, it had enhancements, it had bug fixes. We really, really wanted to do this upgrade, but we knew that if we did that, we could jeopardize our time with you, the viewers. And so we did not. And this is a big deal. This is a moment of character growth. It's a moment of adult trading of personal immediate pleasure for eternal bliss. I don't know. But yeah, it's a big deal. So we're excited about that. We're excited that we can do two things: have a nice stream, hopefully have no technical difficulties, and then immediately upgrade the software right after and have plenty of technical difficulties in the next stream. So that's probably what's going to happen. Lone Gopher, aloha. Welcome in, buddy. One of our fantastic regulars. What are we doing tonight? We are working on the second story, or at least the next steps on our daily bugle. This is how far we got on Sunday. Good start to the building, but we have a cool thing happening, and that is, well, we'll show you. We have one daily bugle. Witness its glory. And today we got our second daily bugle. Witness its glory. So we're gonna stack these suckers on top of each other and build a massive bugle. Might be lurking because we got stuff going on today. That's cool, Lone Gopher. We enjoy the lurk. Happy Train, welcome on in. I was wondering if I would see you here, bud. Yeah, it was almost a disaster, actually. They were both shipped in the same shipment, same address, same day. One of them arrived, and one of them claimed that they could not find our flat, or apartment, as they would say in Scotland. So that was a bit baffling. Hang on. See some plates in the back here. Don't want to lose those. First step here is a minifig. I think it's the Sandman. Lone Gopher, no, it was the same courier. I think they did have different tracking numbers, so, but they were both shipped the same day. They cleared customs the same. They came in. I think just some wires got crossed or something. It's very weird. And when I chatted with LEGO, it's this courier DPD here in the UK, and they were like, we'll give DPD a nudge. They sometimes need it on the chat. So it is definitely not the first time I've had weird problems with them. Looking for a torso. Now this is like a brand new, for me, special torso. Check this out. Sandman with his hair. Up. So this is like a totally custom bottom torso. Never seen that before. About as reliable as FedEx. Yeah, I don't know. Happy Train. I can't even remember what delivery in the US was like. It seems like everything takes forever and is expensive in terms of shipping in the US. The UK is just such a smaller country. You seem to get things really quick. I mean, literally next day is the Amazon Prime deal in the UK, and there's a huge Amazon distribution warehouse just north of Edinburgh, like 20 minutes. So we get stuff really fast. There's another minifig with some sort of beret. Looks like we were building a New York City taxi, which is good because I think I've only got one taxi, and I think it came in the city set. That the tram came in. Yeah, I remember the 2-day shipping at the time felt like some incredible breakthrough. So then we got here and it's like 1-day shipping. What? Amazing. How was work today, Happy Train? Actually just got done with work about an hour ago. I'm looking forward to getting a couple more floors on this building. Like I was saying the other day, modulars seem to always start slow because it's like all the tiling that you need. Takes a while, but then once that's down, it tend to fly. Ran out of parts, so we got done early. Had to sit around because we need to be there 8 hours. Oh, that's annoying. Man, I hate that. Could you at least read a book or mess around on your phone or something? Now here's a weird thing. We've got looks like a pirate gun. So I think that's being used as an exhaust piece, maybe. All right, where is our... Had to stay busy, so I went to a different room and it was on my phone. Yeah, well, there you go. You stayed busy. I'm looking for I think, light gray clip. A clip that I don't know the name of. Sideways clip. Starting to have that all too comfortable feeling of peace panic. Browsed LEGO Reddit market, found some cool pieces, and then I bought them. How is the Reddit LEGO market? I've never really looked at it, mainly because in the UK, Reddit is very American-centric. Oh, there's the piece, finally. So that gets inverted and then put here. I think this is going to be an exhaust. It's exhausting. We got a couple days off this weekend. Starting tomorrow, half day. And that probably means we'll cancel Thursday night's stream. It's not 100%, but that's what we're thinking. We'll see. But the flip side of that means that we'll be working on LEGO projects, so might have some bonus streams. I feel like I've promised bonus streams a couple of times in a row now, so it's getting a little conspicuous if I don't follow through, but that is the thought currently. Oh, we got sticker time coming up. All right, 25. Sells so fast, but I got some old Harry Potter roofs and such for my build, so I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, I saw somebody claiming today that like prices were going way up on thrift stores and stuff. That was here in the UK, so I don't know if that's going everywhere or what. It's probably because of Lone Gopher. I think that's a safe bet. Single-handedly driving up prices across the US. Some fenders on. Man, this is a very wide car. It's a 6 wide. I guess it's not that. Yeah, I guess most are 6 wide now. Just all of a sudden seemed extravagant, but it's fine. I haven't been to New York in like, I don't know, 5 years or something. The venerable New York taxi. License plate time. Is there a particular reason you stream in Makers and Crafters when it's kind of the same as Just Chatting? I've been seeing LEGO streams in this and in Just Chatting, so just wondering. Yeah, Happy Train, I don't know. Taco builds LEGO, hello. What's going on? Welcome on in. Yeah, the right category for me is always just a question mark. I've streamed in the arts category. I've streamed in Just Chatting. I've streamed in Makers and Crafters. I kind of feel like maybe there's a chance that people will find the stream slightly easier if it's in Makers and Crafting. But yeah, there's a lot less viewers. So go figure. Taco Builds, what are you up to? Where in the world are you, if you don't mind sharing? Always curious. We need a LEGO section. We do need a LEGO section. It's irritating. There's a petition out there we can all sign. I've signed it. Oh, going in the D&D section. Yeah, I can see that. Just Chatting just seems to be so crowded. First bust. Yeah, do it. The more we can get this thing signed. Oh, maybe I did have that right. So I stayed up last night and got the Everyone is Awesome set. I was pretty happy about that. Got 2 of them. I don't know why, it just feels like I'll need the minifigs somehow. I felt fairly smug about the whole thing too, because, you know, I was buying it and it wasn't yet available in the US. Just Chatting has a lot of people. It's just kind of random as to if someone will be interested in you. Yeah. And I mean, the top, like, there's no way you're going to get on the first page on Just Chatting. Whereas sometimes on Makers and Crafting, I can get, you know, on the first page. I don't know. Like, everybody says Twitch is not discoverable. And that's probably true. Probably at scale as well. But, you know, we're just trying to have fun. Are you liking the VIP coins, Lone Gopher? Is that your first coin? I haven't really looked into it, but like there are people on this lug that I'm a member of. They just go nuts over them. You should do more YouTube content to draw the audience to Twitch. Yeah, I'm working on it. The problem, Happy Train, I feel, is that the YouTube videos take a while to make. And it's like, it's not like just turning up, flipping on the camera and talking like a lot of YouTube content seems to be. You know, we've actually got to build this stuff. So, but like I've got a backlog of videos I want to edit. For example, the motorizing the tram. You know, I thought that was good. Somebody might be interested in that. Need to make one about the stock market. Only for the themes I like. Might try to source a Pirate Castle one at the end of the year reissue. No interest in Octane or other than MonoTown investment. There you go. Yeah, like I just think Happy Train, there's content that does well on YouTube and there's content that does not. So if you're not posting the video every week, which is, there's just no way I can usually do that. It's dicey. You're not going to get picked up. It was weird. Like we got picked up basically in February. It started to happen where the algorithm was like picking up our content and we were getting like, you know, 20, 30 new subscribers a day. And then all of a sudden it just vanished. And you're just kind of like, well, I don't know. My goal for streaming is just have people to chat with, people to get involved with the story line. And then, you know, maybe get enough cash coming in to help defray costs of the sets, but I don't really, it's not that big of a deal. It's mainly like getting people involved, sharing the story, good ideas, chatting while building. And I've really enjoyed learning about, you know, the tech stuff and video editing and all that. Oh, and one cool thing is Happy Train's gonna be helping us this week on our story. So super excited about that. Yeah, I mean, hanging out, it's fun, you know? And also just, you know, every now and then people are like, hey, we enjoyed the stream or whatever. And it's like, oh, cool. That is what we want to do. It's really nice, that back. It's very iconic cab look. Looks like I can come to Edinburgh. The first 250 people get a free minifig and a tile. Oh, sweet, Echo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the day off. What time do you think people start lining up? It's a cool headlights here, or taillights. The day before? Really? Man, I hope that's not the case. Edinburgh's not the largest city. What do you think, Echo? How early do you think people should be lining up? The tile, I think, would almost be cooler in the minifig. I mean, depending on what the minifig is. Man, this morning I was all ready to go to the gym. Set the alarm for 7 a.m. It's like torture for me. Hate getting up early. Most of our business is in the US, so it's like I usually start work at 10. Anyway, I have a text from my trainer and she's like, I'm not feeling well, just in my second vaccine. And I was like, oh, but I went back to bed. Why are LEGO fan groups called LUGs? They stand for LEGO User Groups. Pretty sure that's the reason. Would bricks be better because together we were building the LEGO communities? Yeah, I think it kind of dates from like the early days of the internet where you had user groups for everything. Jake was at the London store today, open at 10, which I thought was quite late. Is that normal around the country? I think so, Echo Bricks. That sounds about right. 10 a.m. I hope that's the case. I mean, they are literally still putting the steps in to get into the shopping center right now, so I wouldn't be like super surprised if it was delayed. This shopping center was like the largest civil construction project in the UK for a number of years. Absolutely massive. Front's starting to take shape a little bit. Yeah, it's been under construction for, I don't know, 3 years. Maybe longer, 4? Because they had to they had to destroy the old building, which was a really, really awful brutalist architecture monstrosity. It's actually really sad. They tore down these beautiful old tenements and put in this disgusting building, and so they had to tear that down. That took about a year, maybe longer. to demolish, and then they started building the new one. Trafford Center in Manchester, that's huge. Oh, I've never been to the Trafford Center. I think it'll be really nice when it's done. I mean, it'll have a Lego store, so already we're feeling good. The last time I went to the Lego store in Glasgow, the guy gave me like some free stuff, which I didn't quite understand. But he was just like, oh, hey, here, have some free stuff. So I don't know if that's normal or... Yeah, this development has like a hotel, which won't be open yet, has apartments, it's got stores, it's got a gym, it's got a theater. It's really, really big. Okay. It's just weird how the music dies every now and then. Alright, we got the... Oh, cool. So that just like sets in. Well, I guess it does clutch. Pretty interesting build. I feel like taxis in New York are such a rip. It's the whole reason why Uber got started. Like, taxis in the UK are fine. London, they're a little bit of a piss take, which means a rip-off. Asked the new guy at work if he likes Lego, and he's like, yeah, I used to do Lego. My favorite set I built is between the Sydney Opera House and London Tower Bridge. I was like, well, darn, these are sets I never got because I couldn't afford them at the time. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, for a minute there, I thought it stickered the wrong thing. But no, we're just doing these bits. I got the tower bridge, but I built an alternate build of it, and I never built the actual bridge. I wish Sato was here to give us his opinion of this car. No, we like stories, Happy Train. Yeah, the Sydney Opera House is cool. All right, face the day, Lone Gopher. Let us know how it goes. This is a great little detail where the hubcaps are, where the car has no hubcaps. That's super common. Here are cabs. Yes, that's a nice exhaust detail. Should I build this Sandman pedestal thing? I don't know. Not really feeling it. I'm just gonna disassemble it. We're gonna give that one a miss. That's okay. What do I think of the new world map set? You know, I don't know. I think a lot of people have been super negative about it, and I kind of get it. I do wonder that if I was like a school teacher or something, you know, maybe I would be more up for it. I'm liking these garbage bins. I don't think I'll get it just because, I don't know, it just seems a bit tedious. And then it's like, where do I hang this thing up? And so just turning this, making sure I'm not knocking anything over. Yeah, I mean, it's like those Star Wars and Iron Man sets that they released, where I thought they were really cool, and you know, cool how you can combine them and stuff, but I just haven't bought them. Gotta go for now. I might be back. All right, happy train. We will be in touch. Oh, this is a cool detail. It's the green hot dog, i.e. the rotten hot dog. That looks really realistic. I like that, how they're just like hanging out there. All right, we got a bunch of leftover pieces here. Move them over here. Whoop. Car going for a ride. Good evening, Sato. We were just talking about you. We were like, AZ Pinoy. Did I pronounce that right? Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. If you feel like it, tell us where you are in the world. Sato, we were just talking about you because as our resident car expert, we wanted to get your opinions on this particular build of a New York taxi circa, I don't know, is this 1970 or something, 80? AZ Pinoy, I pronounced it right? Okay, cool. Got nice bumpers. Something about this proportion seems slightly low to me. AZ the desert. Gotcha, Arizona. How's your day going? Working and lurking. Sounds good. We're building the Daily Bugle. And we're going to build 2 of the daily bugles and stack them on top of each other for even more height. So, and then what we're doing is building a LEGO city called MonoTown. A lot happens in MonoTown. We're currently under threat of a terrorist attack, collaboration with another cool streamer. I'm living through everyone's build of this, yeah. I'll bet. It just worked so well for the city. So you can see, I think this camera's on. Let's double check. You can see here, there's the city. So we are going to put it somewhere, probably either on the right side of the table or on the left. So that's the plan. Captures the style cues really well and translates them to minifig compatible proportions. All right, Sato's signing off, everyone. So it's a lot better than the one that was released as a creator set this year. Okay, yeah. I have another yellow cab, and there's a minifig. I need to. I thought it looked pretty good, but it's obviously a modern build. It came with the city set that I think the tram came with. Yeah, AZ Pinoy, we try to do all kinds of crazy stuff. Like last year we staged 4 live concerts from the city. That was wild, with real performers. We have our stock market above, which you can buy and sell shares of MonoTown listed companies through chat with your channel points. We're working on a MonoTown football team, soccer team. Very excited about that. It's another collaboration. We love ideas from folks. So we're glad you're here. Another one of these guys. Now I'm wondering, where's this other plate? It's a 50s, 60s styling, and the big TV screens of the building clash massively. Yeah. Huh, I'm literally, oh, here it is. The car was on top of it. Yeah, these New York cabs do look like pretty old school, so I can kind of give them a break for that. Although now they're getting hybrids in. Last time I was in New York anyway. So what kind of stuff do you normally build, AZ Pinoy? Funny how these big pieces can somehow just be hidden from your view because they're underneath other pieces. Usually build car, vehicle, ship sets. Okay. Cool. So what are your thoughts on the old taxi? You liking it? Are they mostly Technic things, or are you into like the racer line? Was it speed something? Going to be working on the Bugatti next, and maybe dismantling the Ecto 1 and building the Sato NL alternate build. Yeah, Sato is the man. I never got the Ecto 1. I was never really a big Ghostbusters fan, but it's before I ever thought about alternate builds. It's getting warm in here. Got some slippers on, I'm taking them off. We don't have any air conditioning in Scotland. So on a warm day like today, so I keep all the windows in the Lego room closed all the time too, because I don't want dust in here. So that means it can heat up a little bit in the afternoons. At night, it always goes down to like 60s or below 50s. So that's not a problem, but Echo bricks starting to accumulate a massive amount of channel points. It's kind of funny how it actually is like creating money, the stock market, because as the stocks go up or down, your channel points grows. You can't redeposit them back. There's actually quite a few limitations on the API for channel points. I wish they would kind of deal with, but it mostly works. All right, AZ Pinoy, thanks for stopping in and the follow. Enjoy work. All right, we need a 1x1. I'm excited to see this thing like go up and get big. Sato, did you ever remember to post the thing that you needed into Discord? Can I sell shares and reinvest? Yeah, you can. So when you sell, then the shares go back into your balance, which is in the MonoTown Central Bank, and then you can buy new shares. And I don't have any fees for investment right now. It's just like Robinhood. Got too busy doing nothing today. You still playing No Man's Sky, or have you moved on to something else? some tiling. Found a streamer the other day, and they were building Lego. It was fine, cool. We chatted for a little bit, then I had to take off. And they were online again later on, and they were playing video games, but they just had the camera pointed on themselves. I mean, not that there's like anything wrong with that. I just thought it was weird because like you couldn't actually see the game that they were playing, and it seemed like it was a pretty fast-paced game, and so they couldn't see chat, and it was just kind of like okay. This guy is really just doing it for his own enjoyment, which is fine, but SnowRunner is my poison of choice at the moment. Huh. I've never heard of SnowRunner. What kind of game is it? Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, thought I messed up for a second. You mess up on this tiling stuff, it's like super annoying. No, almost messed up. There we go. Not sure it would matter. Driving trucks through tough terrain. Huh. Is it on PC or something? Making sure that's all glued down appropriately. So Sato, tomorrow night, you know what's happening. Scotland is playing the Netherlands in football. It's on at like 7 p.m. or something. Here's the elevator. Oh, all three, okay. This elevator thing is so interesting to me, how they just like hand wave it. Definitely put a lot of effort into stairs. And they would have had the space to put an elevator shaft in, but I guess it probably doesn't add anything to playability. There's our elevator. I hope Scotland wins. Why did I think you were going to say something like that? I also hope Scotland wins. Something tells me you're not going to be watching the game, Sato. Oops, wrong. Getting the supports in. Some people are saying this building's too gray. And I do get that. But I think it's okay. We'll see. If it really grays up the city, then what we'll do is we'll add a bunch of advertisements. Because that's what we always need. More advertising. Bright red fire escape does feel a little bit weird because they're always black as far as I can tell. I wonder if that's like something from the comics or something. Would these be the same people who said the police station was too tan? I don't know. You know, like it's a building, right? I know some of the other modulars have a lot of color, but like it's a skyscraper, it's made of concrete. Half the time I wonder if people are just being like critical just for the sake of, you know, being critical. Because I really feel like LEGO very rarely produces a bad set. Goes there. I won't be watching the game for my own enjoyment, but I might watch it with my dad. That'll be me building Lego while he watches. Full soccer games are so boring that I fall asleep watching them. Fair enough, fair enough. That'd be cool that you get to watch with your dad, though. That's one of those things that living overseas, I don't get to watch basketball games with my dad. It's something we enjoy doing together. He's not into Lego, computers, or music, or really any of the things that I'm into, but we love sports. So, I was wondering how they're going to clamp this down. Yeah, so now that's really sturdy. Lost Nesri. How's it going? Welcome on in. What are you up to? Where in the world are you, if you don't mind sharing? We get people from all over the world in here. It's always fun. Move these instructions there. We get a better view now. I'm from Germany. Oh, cool. Welcome, welcome. Been to Germany a few times. I am broadcasting from Scotland. Edinburgh, to be exact. We're building the Daily Bugle. We're building 2 Daily Bugles, actually. We're going to build a Super Daily Bugle. Double height. And if you want to see where we're thinking about putting it, it's going to be somewhere on the left-hand side of the table, or potentially the right-hand side near the White Hospital. Don't know. We're still figuring it out. What have you been up to today, Lost Nezri? Have you been working, taking some time off? Wall, continuing to go up. I just bought the season pass for LEGO Masters USA Season 2, so might be watching that a little bit this weekend. Been looking forward to that show a lot. Sato's not as big of a fan, but I am. Okay, another part of the fire escape. This red fire escape is weird. More railings on here. I'm trying to think if I've ever been down a fire escape. I don't think I've ever been down a fire escape. I don't think I've ever been out on a fire escape. I had a friend who lived in Brooklyn, and he said they would get robbed all the time through their fire escape. So people would climb up the somehow get the fire escape pulled down, and they climb up it and then steal stuff, and then, you know, if your window is open, which it usually would be, it just sounded like total nuts. I don't think I've ever had my house broken into either, thankfully. I like how high they make these stories, though. It looks like they're slightly taller than the modular floors. Elevator shaft is almost done all the way up, it looks like. A lot of 1x4s in this set. Gray. Right. It's amazing how many of these clip pieces I have too. And more of these tile newspaper bricks. Which ones we need? Times Square one. City Power Blackout, we need Electro. That could be useful for the story. Spider-Man, no here, nope. Reward, nope. There's so many of these. Doc Ock, that's one of them. Times Scare, not Times Square. Got it. Spider-Man no more. Just looking for, yeah, I was missing. I'm just gonna check which way. Yeah, I think up is on the right. Down is on the left. We're putting in the elevator signals. Let's see what that looks like now. We got a stack of newspapers. One, two, three, four. The Law Times. This is like a waiting room or something. So I'm getting excited about the MonoTown Football Club. I've got a friend who knows more about football than me. He's gonna help. We've come up with some great storylines. The drama will be intense. The stadium will need to be built. New techniques will need to be developed. And I'm thinking, kind of like taking the lead from Sato, maybe we build the stadium and studio first. That could be an adventure. just so we can kind of get some visualization of what it might look like. I guess we're building an office here, like a bullpen or something. But I also want to get, I want to try this weekend, seeing if I can get something to render in Blender. Particularly it's a green screen background that I want to mess with. If I can get that working, I'll be pretty pleased. It's interesting desk placement. I guess they're going for like this metal desk look in Mad Men or something. Building up the old very brown desktop here. Keyboards. I didn't realize how many keyboards I had until we started building the command center. MonoTown doing some cooking and got you on the kitchen display. Hey Hammer, that's cool. What are you cooking? What exciting culinary delights are you rustling up? Keyboards is a culture. It is. Thankfully, I haven't succumbed too much to that temptation. I got a really nice custom keyboard. Custom, I mean, it's like got different colored keycaps from WASD keyboards, and that was enough. Not one of the fancy ones, but fancy for me. And actually it completely dealt with like kind of not major carpal tunnel, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't it made all my wrist pain go away, whatever I had. Coconut chicken with rice, coconut lime chicken with rice. That sounds good. Did you marinate the chicken with the coconut stuff, or? Man, I love chicken and rice. There's so many different good ways of preparing it. Speaking of carpal tunnel, this very 90s way of setting up monitors is not good for anyone. Number 19. Studio would be a great tool to use to design a stadium, as there will be a lot of repeating design elements in play that you can easily copy and or mirror submodels. Models. Yeah, that's kind of my thought too. Also, like, it just seems like a huge project to wing, if that makes sense. Might do some sketches first, just to get feedback, see what you guys think. I think one of the main challenges will be to Superman or Spider-Man. Spider-Man unmasked. I'm just going to randomly put these up because I don't think it matters that much. Now we have this super cool flat screen TV display. Loving it. Are we talking 3D modeling? We are, Hammer, with LEGO. Forgot this is like your wheelhouse. I think, like, my only worry is studio is, like, I just feel like I'm gonna be super slow with it. Hold on, I'm doing the hook. There we go. But like you were saying, Sato, if there's a bunch of repeating patterns, then I might be faster with it. So, all right, 15. We have loads of stickers. So 15 goes there and there. I'm in, what can I do? Maybe just like learn how to do studio. I did studio for some of my road plates on the design, and I would say, like, it was a reasonable experience. I definitely was getting frustrated at times. All right, now 16 more news anchors. The more you use it, the quicker you become using it. Yeah, no, I know. I'm liking these. I'll show you this pillar when I'm done with it. This is super cool. I'm going to rebrand this building as the MonoTownTV building. 17. All right, check this out. Flat screen TVs. Very cool. Oh yeah, that's an idea, Hammer. Oh, you know what, Hammer? Ooh, now, have you ever used Blender? This is probably a stupid question. I'm sure you've used Blender. Yeah, I'm loving this. So see how the computer, this is like that computer's monitor. Then you rotate around and you get that computer. That's super cool. Oh, you never used Blender. Okay, well, I need Blender. There's a few plugins that will help me basically render out backgrounds like landscapes in Lego. A lot of the guys that do like brick films use it for big backgrounds. So I need some stuff there. So I'll be working on that. But yeah, the SolidWorks thing is an interesting idea. Like, because I almost feel like it'd be better to start with some sketches and then get rolling on the building. Parametric modeling. I don't even know what parametric modeling is. Oh, cool. Filing cabinet here. This is such a cool room. Bag 7. And actually, I'm gonna take a quick break, if you guys don't mind. Just give me a minute or two and I'll be right back. I'm back and I've learned what parametric modeling is. So basically the model is expressed as equations. So what is it? The analogy would be, excuse me, that it is like vector art as opposed to Photoshop, because everything's a math equation. I felt really smart saying that, but man with a goatee. Everyone in Scotland will tell you that a goatee is a very American style of facial hair. I mean, everything is math when you get down to it. Yeah, but like with, you know, vector stuff, you can't resize it. You can resize it to whatever because it's just math. Whereas like an image, you cannot. It'll get pixelated and stuff. I'm really trying hard for this metaphor. We got a little kitchenette we're putting in here, I think. Yeah, but how about I sketch up some more what I'm thinking? Basically, I'm trying to do... I know what you mean, just being a little cheeky. I'm just over here trying to learn, Hammer, and you're, you know... I was very excited about that. But yeah, I want a stadium. I'm starting to get a decent mental model of what I want it to look like. And the trick will be, we need to build it in modules. So, oh, here we go. Box of donuts. Who doesn't love donuts? Always happy to help learn, but also troll. Well, that's the best way to learn, in my view. If we can't troll, then we can't have fun. If we can't have fun, it makes it harder to learn. I think that's like how I learned the majority of... That's how I learned how to program, is I had a friend who just mocked me until I learned. Yeah, subassembly is not much different than engineering. Yep. So basically I need to be able to store this stadium like on a shelf when I'm not using it, and then pull it down and assemble parts of it, and then be able to basically take pictures. So I'll assemble part of it, take pictures, then, you know, put it back on the shelf, because each week we'll be playing games. That's how I teach LFSWX. What is LFSWX? What even is that? sure that's what we want. Ah, the old switcheroo. Ah, Lawrence factor, SolidWorks. Yeah, the mocking is just important. Cool water cooler. And weirdly, this green bottle goes over there. What the heck is that? Whenever you can, give me some sketches and we can try to get some mock-ups going. Sweet, yeah, I'm down with that. I need to, yeah, definitely want to get that. So because it's a floating stadium, what I'm hoping to do, hey Happy Train, we see you lurking. I need to get like a custom message or something that just like pops up when people do that. It's a missed opportunity, really. Because what I'm hoping to do is to get the seascape, you know, the area around the stadium to be computer generated but look like Lego. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Alexandriev, welcome on in. How's it going? Good to see you. What are you up to this evening? We're discussing the new football stadium we're going to be building, the floating football stadium we're going to be building for MonoTown. This building was made to be lit, so definitely going to get some LEDs in here. Attempting to use Linux and it's hot. Man, you're telling me, Alexandria. I'm sweating. I've got jeans on right now and I think I'm gonna go switch to shorts. It is warm. What flavor of Linux are you installing? Two, three, four, five. One more. So I can't even go and escape the heat up north across the border then. It's warm. Part of it is I've got my windows shut because of no... I don't want dust. If I could open the windows, it'd cool off really quickly here. I'm gonna build it with the soccer play features from the early 2000s. I don't think so, Happy Train. I think it's just gonna be a standard like stud-based field. Ubuntu, I think it's called. I'm pretty new to this stuff. Oh yeah, Ubuntu is a good one to start. Yeah, I think you'll really like the apt package manager. It's basically a command line app store for Linux. It started with Debian and Ubuntu's based off Debian, so makes it really easy to install stuff, and I haven't installed Ubuntu in years. By the way, MonoTown, if you've never heard of it, I recommend checking out OpenSCAD, Python-based parametric CAD modeling. Oh, cool. Yeah, I will check it out. I wonder how we could work it into like the city. Like maybe we could model landscapes or like the moon or something, or backgrounds or something. I don't know. What could be something we could use? Oh, so check this out. Big cross beam coming. I like Debian personally. Also got a friend set up with Papos. Yeah. I got a friend that just installed Papos because it was like the only one that supported their CPU or something that they'd just gotten, and they liked it. I think the kid in me just wants to rebuild that soccer field, to be honest. I had a great time with that. I've got all the, I think I told you, Happy Train, I've got all the pieces. I got them in a bulk buy. Got a pitch to make to you for story arc number 2. You just reminded me of it. Cool. That is cool. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back in the day, I used to run Linux on Debian with Fluxbox as my window manager. Man, it was so sweet. I've been thinking about firing that up again. It was just like this super awesome minimalist desktop, and then they had that thing where the 3D accelerator like expose clone came out, and that was super cool, and people would just like look at it, and it was like they were like seeing the future or something. I'd wonder like what space operating system it's using. This is in 2005 between 2006. Let's see, I ran Linux on the desktop between 2001 and basically 2011. Alexandria, man, thanks for the subscription. That is awesome. What color would you like to have your name written on a brick for the Hall of Heroes? So check out, these are some of the subscribers. And pick a color. We got white as well. And you will be immortalized in the Hall of Heroes. Like Valhalla, but even better, because it's LEGO Valhalla. And the Hall of Heroes is actually behind me. Might be able to see it on the wide angle a little bit better. It's right behind my head. So right there. The Japanese temple, and it's going to go right on top of the big mountain. So we got a variety of colors here. We got white as well. Black's not going to work because it's a black pen, but have a think, let us know. We will write your name, inscribe it. Valhalla on Mount Olympus, exactly. So we're building a mountain to cover our roller coaster. 1, because we need the space. 2, because it reminds us of Space Mountain at Disney World. 3, that's where MonoTown is going to hide its missile silo, where its nuclear deterrent will be. pink. Sweet. So I'm thinking you're meaning that's kind of a purplish color. Maybe it's pink, or this is a reddish. And I'll look and see if I've actually got pink. Oh yeah, we got white. There we are, a beautiful white. A pure white for Alexandriev. All right, I need space, I need concentration. All right. And you want your name capitalized just like it is on chat, yeah? Or do you want a capital A or something? Pressure's on now. All right, I'm going for it. Man, that's a lot of... Okay, capital A, good. All right, definitely can do better. I was just worried it's just like so many letters. So we'll do the other side as a warm up. How's that? That's pretty good. Man, thanks so much for the support. Super cool. On our road to unlocking some of those emotes. Look at these people. Magnifique. That's a French word. You always carry a Debian boot drive hammer? I should do that. I always carry a USB key with me. More windows. Yeah, changing out the window manager on Linux is like super cool, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, one too high. That's embarrassing. Oop. Get some lights in here, it's going to look spectacular. Yeah, it is pretty warm in here. So yeah, I think the way that we're gonna do the games is we're probably gonna pick a game each week that will be the base. So for the football club, just to catch everybody up, MonoTown is getting a football club, MonoTown FC, the Marauders, pirate themed. So we need a stadium, which we need to build. Planning that right now. Hammer's gonna help us. I want to incorporate, it's gonna be a floating stadium because MonoTown does not have any land. In fact, there's precedent for this. There's a floating stadium in Singapore, believe it or not. Ours is gonna be cooler, but it's gonna incorporate some of the pirate ship sets that came out last year. Kind of like Tampa Bay's American Football Stadium. So I'm pretty interested to see what it'll turn out to be like. Alright, that's all done. Oh, one more row here. These window walls are very 1950s, but also very flimsy. Okay, now we're clamping this down. Running Linux today must be so much more enjoyable than it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It was tough to play games, like any games other than Blizzard games. Blizzard games worked well under Wine. And like Doom and id games. But it's pretty tough. Now with Steam, it's a whole different world. Same thing for Mac games, I guess, really. That's a really good adult beverage. It's it's from Christmas, so it's a Christmas beer. From Brewdog, our fave. How come you decided to start using Linux, Alexandria? Are you just trying to learn, or you want just to change something new? Physics lab. Okay, gotcha. I just simulate DNA in different conditions. Oh, cool. Like what, mutations and stuff? Subjecting it to radiation. Very Spider-Man-esque if that's what you're doing. What programs are you using to do that? Oh, I'm loving that this is gonna be like a center console. So sweet. Just putting it in a salt and seeing how it coils. I don't know anything about DNA. I know a lot about salt. It's one of my favorite foods. What have I messed up here? There we go. Oh, that's so sweet. It's very satisfying. It's an extra structure to the building, but amazing views. Physics. You study physics, Alexandria. Yeah. Hammers all over it. It's nothing too complicated. It's about the physics of the system, not the biology. Huh. Okay. You know what? I think I'm missing a thing. And that is, I think I'm missing one of these pieces right here. Yes. Couple of physics nerds geeking out. We love it. We wish we could participate, but we can't. Well, I actually really liked physics. I just only took a couple courses in it. Anybody others studying physics too? Wow. So who like repairs the washing machine when it breaks, or the dishwasher, or I don't know, anything? Okay, we got a minifig. So it's Catwoman or something. Is Catwoman have white hair? Catwoman would be DC, not Marvel. the whip, the black leather. Wondering if there's like supposed to be another piece here that I'm missing. Very long plate. Let me see if there's another bag. And there is. I hate fixing stuff. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. All right. Just adding some more strength on the top here. Did you ever salt some DNA? Hammer? Two, 4, 6. Yeah, I'm just not super handy, and I don't always have the right tools. And I feel like if you don't have the tools, it becomes unfun very quickly. I probably have more of the tools now, but when I first moved to Scotland, I didn't have any tools because I left them in the States because they were heavy. A lot of gray, tough to see. Got the ceiling coming in. Yeah, improper tools just is a killjoy. But, you know, with YouTube and stuff, I don't know. I'll mess around with the washing machine for a few minutes and then give up. Okay, blasting through this. I wonder if this is the front part that breaks off or whatever, which I don't want to build. Yeah, I think Happy Train is asking how we're going to do the games. And I think what we'll do is we'll just pick a game each week to be the proxy game and then use the stats from that game. And that'll do us. Okay, there we go. Now we put on the railroad tracks. Fun fact, physics geeks. The Higgs boson was discovered by a professor from the University of Edinburgh. These railroad tracks actually look better in person than I thought they would. If I ever see another QM matrix operator, hilarious. Just fitting on the last of these railroad tracks. Definitely gives it some stability. A lot of great physics from the UK. I was lucky enough to visit the Royal Society back in 2015. Oh, cool. More of these pieces go in. Let's see here. Where is, there it is. Gonna go lurk, but good chatting. Thanks for stopping in, Hammer. Appreciate the chat. How long through the install process are you, Alexandria? So we get these little assemblies. Make sure they're flush. Okay, one more, two more. I forgot one. All right. These little sub-assemblies are done. Is this like a balcony or something? I guess it is. It's kind of cool. And wrong piece. Where are the gates? There they are. Then a 3, then a 2. With all this gray, it's like kind of hard to see the pieces there. Then a 3, then a 2, then a corner piece. Where is that corner piece? Come on. Come on. literally can't see it. Well, we'll let it turn up on its own. Alright, so now this goes up here. Is there a different type of track you can use for trams and monorails that are different to train tracks? So Monorail Track is different from train track. This is an old style of train track. And you know it's old style because it's got these grooves on the top, and it's a single piece. Now the track comes fully kind of assembled with cross pieces. But you can use that, you can mix and match the old and the new track, no problem. It's just the monorail track that's a completely different mechanism. And the reason that it's different is it is teethed, whatever the freaking, it's got teeth in it. Oh, and I just found that piece, yes. So that the monorail can go up and down hills using, with the track. Oh, there you go. It looks like we're building the front piece. So that's the main difference. But guys have done, narrow gauge stuff, 2468, 2468. And that's pretty cool. 2468, 2468, 10. So this is kind of neat. It looks like we're going to be able to pull off the front so you can get at this without disassembling the whole building, which is kind of unusual for modulars, which I like, because then you can take pictures easier. Are you into trains at all, Alexandra? 1, 2, 3, 4. Very much. Oh, cool. Well, you've come to the right place. Have you ever controlled the trains within MonoTown? Duduni. Oh man, okay. I have yet to visit the train museum, and I'm super jealous. I'm also big into model railroads. So I'm doing a bunch of these assemblies. Oops, wrong. Devony Horby. Yeah, I've got, let's see, I do N-gauge. So actually most of my stuff's probably Dapol. Actually not sure, I could check. But I got, somebody did the Flying Scotsman. And that was a beautiful set with the carriages and everything. And then I think I had the Duke of Edinburgh or something as well. What was it? Beautiful, two beautiful passenger trains. And then I got a ton of US stuff. Yeah, let me know, Alexandria, if you want me to turn the trains on. Get that rolling. It's always a bit of wild time. The Excella Express. Yeah, I love riding the train. It's one of my favorite things about living in the UK. I lived in China for a long time, grew up there, and train was about the only way to get around for a while. So many good memories. Sleeper trains, I love sleeper trains. So I love the Caledonian sleeper. Wait, you should put a GoPro on a train. I have put a GoPro on a train. Happy Train. You should check out the video I did. The video I did on the beer train that we built in MonoTown. In fact, this weekend I'm going to be building the wine train. Yes, I did watch that. Cool. Yeah, so I'm trying to find a way where I can get a wireless camera that will stream from a train, Lego train, as it goes around the layout. And to be honest, yeah, so the problem with the GoPro, as I understand it, is you can't stream off of it wirelessly. There are cameras that can do this, but to be honest, it's so depressing searching for cameras that can stream wirelessly, because they're all these like weird spy cams or nanny cams or whatever. It's really creepy. But yeah, I just need to find something that's battery operated, can stream over Wi-Fi. It doesn't have to be HD necessarily, but that's what I'm looking for. So it's a mission for us all. If we can find it, buy it instantly. Because that would be so cool to basically run the train around MonoTown and then see where it goes. Now, how cool would that be? Actually, I think I put this on backwards. There we go. It's a bit embarrassing. Yeah, there's definitely cameras small enough to put in a Lego train cab. There's a guy that's done it. He's not on Twitch, but he's on YouTube. I think it's just the streaming part that's like the tough bit, which is like A lot of these cameras, they can record to an SD card. That's no problem. The problem is the streaming. So I guess, like, in theory, right, I can put an iPhone, but it's a bit unwieldy, and there's some tight curves. So I'd really like to get it done. Who's the guy on YouTube? He's a German guy called Banana Burn or something. I joined his Discord, and I think it's like super, I don't know, super new or something. And there's like a lot of weird chat on it. And I asked like the question and nobody ever responded, but they were like chatting amongst themselves. It's kind of weird. So, yeah, you know, anyone who could figure out a good camera that'll work. It's got to work with OBS. And I don't think it, you know, has to be HD. So the other thing I was thinking about was some drone cameras, like FPV cameras. So that's another angle that I didn't, those would get expensive quickly though. I'm talking like, you know, thousands of pounds. So, you know. He's Dutch, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay, yeah. How can you tell, really, Sato? It's all the same, isn't it? Terrible, terrible. Alright, so I'm gonna just keep this laid down. So it's all flush. Berman is the Dutch word for neighbor. All right. Question. Shoot, Happy Train. Do you know how to connect a Wi-Fi camera to your streaming software? Yeah, so I use, I've got one that works for an iPhone, so. Pull it up right now. And I can just switch over to what we call the Zoom cam. So this is streaming HD wirelessly. And it works pretty well. It's called, I think it's IV Cam, and it, sorry about the shakes. It's free, I think. Get some more rigidity in here. Good. Well, this is pre-packaged Happy Train. So IV Cam, I think, is what it is. I think it was free. I don't know why it would be free. Maybe I paid like 20 bucks for it or something. I don't know. But it's worked pretty well. It's Windows only. So I don't know if that makes a difference. They've definitely changed the mold on these tracks a little bit. I used to have some gaps for clips on the 80s ones. Got a Wi-Fi camera, DSLR, I think. I don't know how to operate it. Oh, well, you probably, for a DSLR, maybe it can stream wirelessly, but you probably need a like a cam link of some sort. Or decoder card, capture card, whatever they're called. Yeah, I think you can get really cheap capture cards from somewhere. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure how good they are either. All right, it's big sticker time here, folks. Number 6. I'm not liking that at all. Well, maybe it's okay. Yeah, it looks better actually. All right. DB News, number 11. This thing's huge. The other thing is, I don't think you really want a wireless setup if you can avoid it. Happy Train, because it's just like too much stuff that can go wrong. All right, here we go. Switch the wide angle a little bit. Ooh, that fits in really nicely. I'm really liking that. I may replace these billboards or these TV screens with my own stickers. Oh man, that was really satisfying how that like just slides in. check it out on the zoom cam. That is sweet. All right. Bag number 9, going up another level. It is Midnight 36, Zero Dark 36. Chat, I think that's a great stopping point for us. Wow, really appreciate everyone hanging out, spending time with us. New followers, new subscribers, new friends, people stopping in, lurking, chatting. We're talking about physics. We were talking about 3D CAD modeling, the Dutch language from Sato, vehicles, trains, cameras, plot lines from MonoTown, football, Lego sets. It's been great. And even though we're using paper instructions, we're still enjoying it. So this build is nowhere near being done. We're gonna be on again throughout the weekend. This thing is gonna be huge, at least double the height of what it's gonna be, or what we've completed so far, the first 2 floors. It's looking great, and can't wait to keep streaming, but for now, I gotta go to bed. And let's see if we can find somebody to raid. What do we think, folks? Raids have been fun the last few times we've done them. Let me find some English-speaking brick builders. Let's see here. Tricky Bricks, we've watched them before. Let's find somebody maybe a little smaller. Anybody have any shout outs they want to do for a raid? Oh, here's another Daily Bugle. Will we do that? Keep on the Bugle love. Thanks, everyone. It's been real. We'll see you on the flip side.
What's up? Who's this? MonoTownTV. Thanks for the raid, my guy.